Sorry, I got booted. I don't know why. Ah, Jesus. I'm back, I guess. Nothing's happening on the computer, though. Hello? Hold on. You can see and hear me, right? I don't know, there's something not going on here. Something's so way out of sync, it's pathetic. Okay, I don't know what's wrong. Can you hear me now? Ain't this a bitch? Hello? Can you hear me? Testing, 1, 2, testing. Can you guys hear me? Can you see me? Robert, you here? I can't see me. You could hear me, but I can't see me. Nothing is going on. Okay. If you could hear me, that's fine. If you can't see me, that's okay. I don't know what's out of sync here, but something most definitely is. And I apologize. I don't know. It's YouTube. It's the internet. It's this, maybe it's positive for the virus. I don't know. Anyway, the question was, what is AABA? Was that your question? Hoy, stop being, this is not the comedy hour. Okay, Luciano, how you doing? All right. Yeah, my camera's working fine, okay. And whatever. Anyway, what is AABA? Now, what we're talking about is a standard jazz tune. The tune is broken up into 8 measure segments, 4 8 measures. That's 32 measures. The A, B, A. The B is usually the bridge. Okay, so now let's take again the tune Milestones. I'm going to play. I'm just going to try to hum it and play with my hands. I can't play on the drums because you can't really see it. So you listen to the tune. Bump, 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 ba, bump, 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 ba, bump, bump, ba, doo, dee. Bump, bump, ba, booty. Now, what I just hummed, all right, was 2 AA sections of the tune. Now, once I've completed the 2 AA sections, I go to the bridge. Do you understand that so far, Robert? Robert, do you understand? Does everybody understand it? Bump, 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 bee doo bee. Okay, so that's the 2 A sections. Then you go to the bridge. The bridge for Milestones is ba doo dee da doo dee da doo dee da dee. Again, then you go back to the A section. So I just did an A, B, then I go back to the A. Bump, 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 ba-doo, B. Then it repeats itself. That's called the head. The head, all right, is played twice. That's standard. That's one of the rules. Now, after the head is played twice, the improv goes on. Now, if I was the leader of the band, I say, all right, the piano player gets the first improv. He's going to take improvs for 32 measures. Unless I say, I look at him and go, do it again, he'll do another 32 measures. Okay? But in the meantime, when he's doing his improv, in the meantime, everybody is humming that melody. They're all in the same place. So when his improv ends, all right, then someone else is going to take the improv. Like I'll look over to the, if it's me doing the orchestration, I'll tell the guitar player, yeah, it's your turn. He does another 64 measures. I'll give it to the bass player. Then I'll give it to me. And then we go back to the head. The song, we play the head twice and we're out. That's the song. That's the rules. All right? If you follow those rules, You have to take those rules step by step. Okay? And if you don't have, you can't get with a band or go to an open jam, well, the best thing to do is get a disc, put it in your player, and listen to it over and over and over again. And you want to try it on your drums? Well, okay, try it slow. Let it play 1,000 times. The first time through, play just quarter notes in time. And as you play the tune, you're going to get bored with the quarter notes, but follow the concept of the AABA all through the improv. That's the hardest part because, you're going to get distracted because that guy, the guy who's out doing the improv is playing all over the place, but he's playing against the melody. And so you're in the melody, and now you want to have a conversation with that improv, what he's saying to the melody. Do we understand that? That's okay, always. It's good to lighten up. It's good to do that. I just get very, not annoyed at anybody here. I get annoyed at the computer and the internet. I mean, there's like 1 million people on it all of a sudden as opposed to 100,000. And because nobody has anything else to do, I mean, it'd be nice if there was 100 million people here. But hey, we all understand it. That's how it works. Now, the only thing I can recommend is I want to introduce you to the Mike Clark book. It's not really a lesson on his book. We are going to go inside his book. Once everybody who is a member of this, of my site, a paid member, gets the book. When I feel comfortable with, 10 of you have the book, or 12 or 15 or whatever it might be, then we can work from the book. The book is pretty intense, believe it or not. It looks very simple, but it's pretty intense. You're going to learn all the mechanics of what he's saying, and then you're going to try to play it musically. That's another level. First, we'll do the first level first is the mechanics, then the musicality. And Mike is right there with everything, believe me. It's not only in his book. I saw him firsthand, not only in my drum studio, but playing in a couple of clubs in New York City. And one night it flipped me out. He invited me to go here and play. But guess who else was playing with him? Lenny White. Unbelievable. Joe, stop. Are you Dr. Joe? Hey, that's your new nickname. Yeah, it's a cough. I mean, I'm 73 years old. Damn. I'm allowed to cough and huff and puff. Joe, how long have you been listening? Do you have Mike Clark's book? How many people here don't have the book yet? I know Stacy and Jim have the book. How about you, Hoist and Seth? And Seth? And Robert. I know Robert don't have it. But we're going to take the book apart and we're going to develop some exercises. We're going to not only study straight ahead jazz time, we're going to study in open time. We're going to use 2 different books here. We're going to use not only Mike Clark's book, we're going to use some of Gary Shafee's books as well with this book because they're kind of related with that open time. Some good things happening there. And playing the open time mechanically is going to be a trip. I mean, there's nothing like, sitting in with a band and just letting it wing and winging it and sounding good. That's great. But it's so much better. Hoist, it might be available on Hudson Music as an ebook. You could buy the PDFs. I'm not sure. Why don't you investigate it? Go to my site, mattpatellalivelessons.com, and go under the products, hit either Tommy Igoe or Gene Krupa. It'll take you to Hudson. Hudson also now is associated with Hal Leonard, all of Alfred products, and there was another one he mentioned, I forgot. But check it out. Luciano, if where do you live, Luciano? I know Hoist lives on the other side of the ocean here from the U.S. Where do you live, Luciano? Anyway, Luciano, if you go to my site, mattpatellalivelessons.com, go to the Matt's products, and you'll see icons come up of different books. hit on either the Gene Krupa book or the Tommy Igoe book, it will take you all right, well, it will take you to Hudson Music. Argentina, okay. Argentina, all right. It will take you to Hudson Music. There you could purchase the book, either hardcover or I don't know if it's available in ebook or whatever, or PDFs. But if you want to come and frequent this, it'd be best that you have the book. But don't forget to go through my site. That's Matt Patella. Here, I'll write it out. Go to that site. Go under the products, and you'll see it. Listen, I'm going to fix this computer. I'm going to try to be back a little earlier tonight so we can make up the time. And we'll start a study on, well, there's going to be other people here that want to know about Mike Clark's book. We're going to go over it again, and we're going to start doing some exercises with an open time, okay? We're not, you already have this under your belt, supposedly. You've been working on that. Luciana, you on my mailing list? I think so. Email me and we'll talk about it. Okay, guys? Hoist, if you have any problems with it, let me know. All right, I'm going to cut the lesson. I will be back, say 6:30 tonight, guys, to make up some time that I lost. We're going to talk about Mike Clark's book a little bit more, and then we're going to talk about open time. Okay? Maybe tomorrow I'll do a Joe Morello class with Take 5. How's that sound? You want to do a Joe Morello class tomorrow with Take 5? A breakdown of that? Of his solo, not the tune. Oh, I might as well push my books as well. Okay, we have Stick Control Formula. It's not available in a hardcover outside the United States, only in the U.S. It comes in PDFs outside of the U.S., and they're $25. If anybody wants to purchase the PDFs, it's 180 pages for $25. And then, I didn't get this fixed yet, Stacy. Not the walk book, the workbook, okay? I have to get that one fixed. All right, so we'll work on some of Joe Morello's and that is pertaining to, well, he's playing off an ostinato, but we'll get into that tomorrow. And yeah, Joe Morello was extremely, extremely musical, without a doubt. He's the only man that I know of personally that had a mind the way he did. I'll share a story with you tomorrow about, he was teaching me how to read out of portraits in rhythm, and the guy is 95% blind. And I'll tell you what I said to him tomorrow. Okay, anybody, any questions? Yeah, we could combine Mike Clark, Joe Morello, and Gary Shafee tomorrow, okay? And tonight. I'm sorry about the internet thing here. I don't know what the problem is, but we're going to take care of it right now. Okay, guys? Any questions before